welcome to ERAtv, where we have a little fun with the movers and shakers of the DR business. I'm Craig Burnett here with Stephanie Stewart from Exceptional Products.
Hello, good to be here.
Do you ever have products that aren't exceptional?
Well,
you look like an exceptional person. I was telling Stephanie earlier, seeing her walk around on the convention floor here, she's just bright and cheerful and exceptional. So
well, thank you very much. We try to be exceptional. That's the name of the game here. But
what do you think is the biggest challenge today with all of the different delivery channels for advertising and things? What's the biggest challenge in creating brand awareness for a new DR product?
Well, you have to start with the first product. I mean, if you don't make the impact with the very first product, then there's not going to be a continuing brand. So, you know, we've been in the business since the late 80s. And we've had, you know, very big projects, very small projects. We're a boutique marketer, so we try to be very flexible. We've had our products come to us. One of our first products came to us as a car sponge with a coat hanger through the middle, which later became a product called Hairdini, which was a very good project for us. And so we've done a lot of products in the women's hair care. And on the flip side, we've had products come to us where they've been selling in specialty markets for years and just kind of undiscovered. Or the market has moved to the point where instead of being a specialty product, it's time for them to come, you know, mainstream into the mass market. So we look at projects not from drawings, because many times drawings don't turn into what they're really supposed to be turning into.
Right.
But if there's a functional prototype and it has a magical demonstration, that's really all we need to decide whether we're going to take on a product from an inventor.
Has there ever been a time when you have looked at a product and you've said, you know, good luck, it's not a good fit for us, and then it goes on to be some exceptional thing?
Depressingly, yes.
And conversely, I'm guessing you've had ones that you thought were brilliant and you put it out there and maybe it just didn't do well. I think there's a big I've said this before on this show, I think there's a big warehouse somewhere in New Jersey with all the products that everybody said, this product's gonna go, it's gonna be a big show and it'll sell like hotcakes.
There was a gentleman in that area that would save the molds from all the products for the last like 25 years.
I did not know that.
So if people wanted to go back to the old product and then, you know, revamp it, he had the mold for it. So it was very interesting, but you know, it still takes a little transition to make something that was looking nice 20 years ago to turn it into something nice today. But
what are some of the most successful categories for exceptional products?
We've done a lot in the women's hair care, HBA, health and beauty aids, and we really focus more on short form than long form, although we have had some long form successes. But we start with the television. We've done a lot of home shopping, QVC business, and ultimately we go in and sell to Walmart and Walgreens and CVS and Target and the mass stores. But once you have a good hit in one category, then the branding, you know, you hope to continue the line and make that transition from the TV product, which is a very quick bell curve with that buyer, to an on-the-shelf everyday item in the planogram, which is really where you get the life of the annuity of the product. And that's something that I think we as a company have been good at. I've got some women's hair care items that have been in the planogram 8-9 years now that started as TV products, and that's something that we as a company really look for, because it takes a lot of money and a lot of time to create something that comes and goes in a couple years. So if we can get the right thing and make it a permanent item, then, you know, granted the profits get squeezed if you're an everyday item, but you get an ongoing annuity, you keep a good relationship with the vendor and the buyer, and it's a lot easier to build that line and build that brand from that point.
How has different media delivery of our messages changed production? Are you doing specific creative for the specific delivery methods?
We change it a little bit. If the product lends itself to starting with DRTV, we still start there. But if it's not something that maybe doesn't have the right margins for a DRTV, then we'll look at you know, some of the other options. I mean, there are good campaigns that are strictly internet now and don't even need the TV. And the margins aren't necessary like they are on DRTV, which you need, you know, 5 times markup to get to your break-even point many times, and that's hard to find nowadays because the customer is more savvy. You know?
Why is it important for a company like you to attend the Great Ideas Summit?
It's incredibly valuable because there's a lot of people that we work with over the phone all year long, and yet you have a lot of bonding that you get in person that you just can't get over the phone. So number one, you meet people because you set up meetings, you know, all day long. But then there's a lot of social events where you just get to spend some nice time outside of the business world to get to know the folks, and I think that's what builds relationships. And you know, you'd spend a lot of money flying all over the world to see the same people that you can see all in one spot. So it does a tremendous service to our business, and it's really made a difference in the whole business.
Terrific. Plus, we get to see you spreading joy all over the show floor.
Well, thank you very much.
Stephanie, thanks for joining us today.
It's good to meet you.
Thank you
you
for joining us on ERAtv. I'm Craig Burnett. We'll see you next time.